Software systems are almost always in a state of constant change. As bugs are discovered, requirements change, new platforms become available, and new features are added in response to competition. Therefore, you end up having to maintain and manage several versions of a software system. This is where configuration management comes in. Configuration management is a fairly mature field within software engineering that defines policies, processes, and tools for managing evolving systems. Configuration management helps keep track of what changes have been made across system versions. These include details of which faults have been corrected and adaptations for different hardwares and operating systems. There may be several versions under development and in use at the same time. If you don't have effective configuration management procedures in place, you may waste effort modifying the wrong version of a system, deliver the wrong version of a system to customers, or forget where the software source code for a particular version of the system or component is stored. It is not just code that can be managed by configuration management, but anything associated with a software project that could include design, source code, testing data, documentation, etc. can be placed under configuration control. The technical term for any item placed under configuration management is software configuration item. Configuration management is useful for individual projects but is essential for team projects. It is also vital in agile development where components and systems are changed several times a day. Typically, components are held in a shared project repository and developers copy these into their own workspace, making changes to the code, testing it, and once they are happy with the changes made, they return the modified components to the repository. The configuration management of a software system product involves four closely related activities. The first is version control that helps track multiple versions of system components and ensures that changes made to those components by different vendors do not interfere. The system build process allows assembling program components, data, and libraries, and then compiling these to create an executable system. Change management tracks requests for changes to software from customers and developers, working out the costs and impact of changes, and then deciding if the changes should be implemented. Release management helps prepare software for keeping track of the system versions that have been released for customer use. The subtle difference between versions and releases is that version refers to an instance of a configuration item that is different from another instance of that item, while release refers to that particular version that has been released to the customer or to another team. For large systems, there is never just one working version of a system. This figure shows a situation where three versions of a system are being developed. Version 1.5 is being developed to repair bugs and improve performance of the first system release as the basis for the second system release, Release 1.1. Version 2.4 is under testing with the aim of becoming Release 2.0 of the same system. No new features are being added at this point. Version 3 is a development system where new features are being added based on requests by customers and development teams and will eventually be released as Release 3.0. Next, we will talk in detail about each of the four aspects of configuration management and how they are supported by case tools.